What is up, guys? It is Morphin time once again. Hello and welcome to another figure review of the mighty Morphin Power Rangers 20th anniversary from SH Figuarts, Bandai, Tamashii Nations. It is the Yellow Ranger, and for the record, it is the American. Well, I'm not sure if I'm calling it the American version. It's definitely the changed version, because what I'm saying is it's the female version. In case you didn't know, the Yellow Ranger in a Japanese show was a man. Yup. And therefore they have two versions of this figure. They have a male version, which I looked at it for a while, but I was like, I'm more of a Power Rangers guy when it comes to this. I mean, I love Super Sentai and I love all the series, but when it comes to Zero Ranger, Power Rangers is my preference, because it's how it all started for a lot of us guys. So anyway, that's the box. You got the figure, you got actually some posing hands, spoilers, we've got some posing hands of this one, as it seems, but we're really here for the figure. I already got it in a post, because as with all these Power Rangers figures, I've had them standing around for a while, and because there's a movie, because there was the Twitch marathon, and because there's a movie running right now, I was like, you know what, time to revisit these guys. Alrighty then, she stands at 14 centimeters, which is a little over 5.5 inches. And remember, the guys were like 14.5, so this is definitely in scale. The female ones are smaller. Have a look at the detail. I really like that the ring light is shining off the visor. That looks pretty cool. Terminate. Okay, you're not a robot. Anyhow, you got all the saber-tooth tiger detail going on throughout the helmet. It looks nice, very nicely sculpted. And the paint job is clean, and as I mentioned with everybody else, and I'm going to repeat myself a couple of times because, you know, I'm going to review all these Power Rangers, and all of them basically have the same mold, of course, except for the female body or the male body, or like a golden shield or whatever, but it's basically the same thing every time. But instead of just telling you oh, hi, go watch all my other videos, every Power Ranger review will be complete. I will not be skipping over anything and just say, oh, go watch the last video. What I was trying to get at, you have the shiny helmet and you have a flat paint job on the body, which is cool because this would be spandex, and the helmet should be shiny, so I'm okay with it. Other than that, there's not that much detail to speak of. Of course, this is the female mold for the body, which is the same thing for Kimberly and Trini or Aisha. You have the molded detail over here, which I'm saying it's molded because you have the lines that go down. It's not just painted, and you have the wonderful detail of the saber-tooth tiger in the belt, which is so small my camera can't even grasp it. But yeah, there you go. Let's have a look at the articulation. The head has a lot of room because you have all this hollow space down there. You can go back and forth, you can go side to side a little bit, well, actually quite a bit. And I'm trying to move this around without moving the neck, because the neck, it's really where it's at, because they have all the space around the neck. They have pretty long necks, so you get back and forth, move side to side, and wiggles all the way around. Shoulders, you have the floaty piece over there. You have the hinge in here that's connected to the torso, so you can rotate it around, can bring it up, and can bring it all the way like that. And it also rotates, swivels around at the piece over there. You have the elbow joint, double hinge, a hinge over there and a hinge over there. And then you have the fist, which is on the cut ball joint, so it goes up and down, and it rotates all around. At the torso, we go back and forth, side to side. It's actually a lot looser than I feel with the guys I had in here. It's a lot looser than Billy, and when I say loose, I mean like you can move it around more. It's not like it's not staying in place. That's not what I mean with loose. In that context, at the hips though, the hips are, well, they go around actually. They're very stiff. Funny. Goes back and forth. Now that I talk about loose, these are stiff. And the belt covers up any gaps you might have, as you can tell. When I push it out, she goes down, she goes back quite far. Leg is the same thing. You pull it out, you have the range back, forward, and out to the side, and you tuck it back in. You have less range, but it looks better. Still goes up pretty nicely. And it also rotates down here at the thigh. We have the knees, double hinged. They don't look good. I always just use the lower hinge, and that leaves a lot less ugly gaps than the upper ones. At the feet we have an ankle rocker, goes side to side a lot, like really a lot, because you have all this space. But it is a nice conversion. I think it looks nice. The ball doesn't really stick out that much. Goes back, goes forth, and you have a toe hinge. Moving over to the accessories, you have your power daggers. Nice metallic with the blade over here, and just a little bit more flat yellow, but very nice detail paint job. And you got especially those little black lines in there, and just this small piece of metallic gray inside of the yellow, and of course the golden. You have the power axe. Why do you have the power axe? Well, this is another part of the ultimate weapon. I'm just calling it the ultimate weapon. I don't really remember what you call it when they combine. It's basically when they combine their weapons. So you have the piece over here to connect, which you don't have with the regular power axe. And you have, of course, my favorite part, the gun blaster with the slingshot attached to it. Once more, it's the same as always. It's very nicely done. I don't care for the slingshot. I'd rather just have a regular Dino Blaster. Thank you very much. And surprise, surprise, we actually have some posing hands with her. I mean, I said with all the other guys, you don't have any posing hands, you just have holding hands. With the Yellow Ranger though, that is different. You have this set of posing hands just for... I would say the Sabertooth Tiger, when they summon the Zords. Sabertooth Tiger! The rest of it are just more holding hands. We already had hand-to-hands on her for the power daggers. And now you have the one for the blasters, or, the dagger, the blaster, the knife blaster. I know, and there's some fist hands. One just fell out of my fingers again, because it's very hard to hold these small things. And I almost couldn't get this one out again, but there you have the Dragon Blaster, Dragon Pistol, Dino Pistol, Power Pistol. I really don't know what it's called, but this is basically the folded up dagger mode. And that's gonna do it. It's gonna bring me to the final thoughts, what do I think about this figure. I'm pleasantly surprised, actually. For a figure that I have standing around for a couple of years now, I did not even realize how better in articulation she is compared to the guys, which are a lot more limited in the torso area, and kind of more weird with the shoulders. It's aligning a lot better. What I'm saying is, the job's well done, the helmet looks nice, the weapons looks nice, you actually have some posing hands this time around instead of just 5 sets of holding hands. So definitely thumbs up, definitely one of the better ones. Like, figure's nice, articulation's great, better than the dudes. Paint job is amazing, you got your weapons, you got your holding hands, and you even got some posing hands this time around, so there's really not much more I can ask for. So there you go, 100% recommended. Go for it if you can still find her. And that's gonna do it from me as usual, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like, and maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever the Yellow Ranger wants. Sabertooth Tiger!